Good afternoon. It is Tuesday, March 18th, 2025. What does it take for you to be happy? For you to be content? What has to happen for you to be grateful? The Apostle Paul was grateful for the Philippian church, and he was sharing with them about his sense of gratitude. And it may be just a little different from what we are used to. In Philippians chapter 4, verses 10 through 14, and I'm reading from the New Living Translation, second edition, it says, "How I praise the Lord that you are concerned about me. Again, I know that you've always been concerned for me, but you didn't have a chance to help me. Not that I was ever in need, for I have learned how to be content with whatever I have. I know how to live on almost nothing or with everything. I have learned the secret of living in every situation, whether it is with a full stomach or empty, with plenty or little. For I can do everything through Christ who gives me strength. Even so, you've done well to share with me in my present difficulty." Paul's glad they're concerned. Now, concern is a mental attitude. It's an emotional state. It doesn't really have any tangible value. You can be concerned about the plight of hungry people without giving them any food. You can be concerned about children not having any shoes, but you never go and purchase shoes for them. Paul said you were concerned, but they were not able to physically help him. And then he tells him, I really wasn't in need. Now, I'm not sure what Paul considers a need. He was just imprisoned, beaten, starved, sometimes ill. But he says, I was never in need. Why? Because he had learned to be content with whatever he had. He wants us to be glad with what we have, not unhappy about what we do not have. There's an old story, I don't know if it's true or not, but they talked about when they're building the Panama Canal. And they had trouble getting workers that would work hard all week long. And what would happen was the workers would work for the week and they'd get paid, and then they just live on what they got paid. And they wouldn't come back to work the next week because they had enough money. And so somebody thought, we need to get them to want more money. And so they sent down a whole bunch of Sears catalogs and started showing the men that were working on the canal all the things they did not have, so that they'd want to work for more money to get those things. They wanted to create in them a desire to not be content, so they'd want more money and be able to and want to work longer and harder hours. I don't know if the story is true or not, but it sure does speak to that part of our hearts that sees something we want and decide we gotta have it. And here's Paul saying he has learned. It wasn't a natural thing. He's learned to be content with whatever he has. Whether he's got a lot or he doesn't have anything. Whether he's got plenty to eat or whether he's getting hungry every day. He says we need to be glad about what we have, not unhappy about what we do not have. There's a beautiful song that says, "Count your blessings." I've never heard a song that says, "Name your deficiencies." Whether he has a lot or he has a little, Paul says he's happy with what he has. But then he tells us why. I can do everything through Christ who gives me strength. Because Jesus provides what I am missing. May you and I both find strength in the provision of Jesus Christ in our lives this week. And may our contentment grow and our unhappiness wane, because we're trusting Christ for what we have. God bless you.